How's it going, guys? This is Avollon, and welcome back to the Nether of Avollon's world. We've been here for the past couple episodes. That guy spot me? No, not yet. Okay. And we've been trying to get some projects done revolving the Nether before 1.17 releases, even though it's not going to have any caves or cliffs in it, just all the blocks and mobs. But nonetheless, we're going to want to get the Nether stuff done first, obviously, because we're going to be using the Nether blocks. Before I continue the ramble on, this is the area I have hinted at the end of the last episode that we were going to be working in, and I've cleared out some trees. As you can tell, I've got a lot more of these warped wart blocks, hence why I wanted to use so many of them over there, because I had a metric butt ton of them. We're over here next to the basalt delta, which isn't really ideal because you got these little freaking dudes. They're not that little, but I got those dudes just chilling around. But this is going to be our netherite mine. I don't have a designated spot to go down and, strip mine or however you want to go get netherite. I use TNT a lot. So, conveniently enough, however, after I kill this magma cube, I already have a way down. Apparently I already came over here. It's like, yeah, this is a good spot because I had a spot over underneath the piglin bordering station too. So there might already be like a full-blown tunnel system down below here. I didn't go down there and check it out, but we're gonna make a big mine entrance. We're gonna make the crane that's in the overworld by my mine with nether blocks here, and then we're gonna make a little railway station leading over to there, a little hub network, so we can get to and from this without traveling with an elytra or flying over. And maybe we'll make a little tiny piglin, I keep calling it piglin, strider stable, so that way if we want to come over here via strider, we can. I also cleared out some spots for houses because we're going to use the same house design that I have in the overworld. I want to make this feel as much like the mine I have in the overworld, just with nether related blocks, and I still have everything over there in the little iron trap door. That's a door, not a trap door. The little iron door over there, I still have all my resources, so I'll be able to go back and forth. I shouldn't have to travel too far. So I'm gonna get to work in here, and I'll be back once I have something laid out to show you guys. Alright, well, as you can see, I almost looked at that guy. I've constructed an exterior wall separating the warped forest from the basalt delta because I do not want to be dealing with magma cubes 24/7. Alright, there's so many that just drop down. I mean, they can drop down from right there, but the chances of that happening are slim. It's happened already, but it's slim enough that I'm not going to worry about it. I went with kind of like the same design we used. I don't think I actually ever I showcased it in the world tour. The part that separates the ruin area from the main part of my base is this log wall that alternates between stripped and regular spruce logs, and then it has like little bits of cobblestone and whatnot to help fortify the base of it. I kind of went for the same pattern here. I understand it kind of like blends in really well with the basalt delta because those are the two materials in the basalt delta, but it works. I wanted to keep this tree here too to kind of keep some light and some natural foliage. So now all we got to do is work on the actual mine areas now, and we should not be interrupted. Oh, hi, we're going this way. We should not be interrupted by any of the magma cubes because they are not fun. So I will be back once I have some more progress to show you guys. Alright, so I think I pretty much have everything planned down to the T, except as to where the crane is. I forgot about the crane. Dang it. I will have to rework that. But essentially, this is going to be the mine entrance. We're going to kind of create the landmass above it, kind of overlap it a little bit. And then we're going to obviously need a staircase to get up where the crane is, and there's just going to be a bunch of material up here anyway. So we might have to put it like a staircase or something, or technically we could access it right here, which would make more sense because this is the train station, essentially speaking, the minecart station, which is, in theory, if this place was a working, thriving community, that would be where the resources would need to be loaded up. Over here is going to be where the mine carts come up, because we are actually going to have a middle bit with a minecart on it, so you can go down that way, but that's just to kind of give it more of an elaborate story, that's how they're transporting the resources up and down the mine shaft. I have 3 separate houses here marked out for miners' houses. Simple little things. I have to go over to the overworld, back to the overworld in order to get the actual design, and then I'm keeping this tree because I absolutely love how this one turned out. I don't know if I grew this or what, but this one looks beautiful, so I'm working around it. It's going right in the middle of the path. And then over here, we already have a strider. He just is kind of chilling there, just like the one on the bridge from the thumbnail from last episode. This is going to be a little strider stable. So essentially, you're going to come in, you're going to put your dude here, and you're going to go this way in the path. Going to be a very simplistic thing, not very complicated at all, but it will help make this area look a lot more lively, lived in. You have a saddle, and we'll be able to kind of like traverse back and forth through there. So I'm going to go to the overworld, get the buildings and whatnot, the crane. I'm going to jot down, take some pictures so I can transfer them over to this dimension, but in nether blocks. So I will be back. So we now have 3 homes for whoever wants to live here, and you know, I made these houses, and you can't technically you can put a bed in the nether, it just doesn't end well. So it's just an empty shell with a nice room light in the ceiling, you know, nice and cozy. Just can't sleep because it's the nether. But we got 3 of them here. They fit nice and snugly in with the trees. They kind of hide in the trees, which is both good and bad, because I wanted to kind of build it in the forest, but you kind of can't see it all too. I didn't look at it from inside the hub, but I like flew over there and I didn't really see it all too well. I also started the path. I didn't get anywhere close to being over there because I still have no idea how that building's going to look. But I did line up the path with where the mine carts are going to come out. Essentially, you're going to have one that ends here and probably one that ends like over here or something. It's going to be not too simple mine carts and whatnot. I also laid out the crane and built this path too. Or at least the foundations of... I almost look at you guys all the time. At least the foundations of the crane. Can you not like walk into my viewing distance? Shouldn't count as me looking at you then if you walk into me looking at something else. It's your fault, not mine. But the crane will be pretty simple. We're going to use the majority of black stone, polished black stone, and I believe there's fences in there. Yeah. I'm going to be using the warped fences because it's the warped forest biome. It makes the most sense. And I built this little staircase here. Essentially up here there's just going to be like mountains of nether quartz and black stone and, you know, different stuff they'd be mining, like the gold. I'll get some of that. I also filled in this little pit here and it closed off that cave. I don't know if you guys remember when I did the wall segment, there was a big open pit here. I can actually show you guys. It's got some nice lava down there. So I closed that off so it gives me a little bit more room to put some resources up here to make it look like the mine is being used, I guess is the right word there. So I'm going to get to work on probably finishing up the crane. I think that's step number 1, and getting this area up here finalized, in this area right here finalized before we focus on the strider bit, because that's not exactly the most important bit in the world, but I would like to get it done this episode because we do also still need to make a track. It's not going to be as elaborate as the bridge over there. It's simply going to be this basalt and warped, whatever the heck this is called. What are you called? The warped wart block. And now I'm stuck. I have to destroy everything to get out. It's essentially just going to be that and basalt with a track being powered. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be simple, it's going to be plain, and it's going to be as relatively small as possible. Now, I did say that was the strider on the thumbnail. Last episode, I ended up changing the thumbnail. But he's just been sitting there ever since I took the thumbnail. I don't think he's moving. He was sitting, like, right down here, too. That was the funny part. And now he's up there, and now he's just chilling up there. So, strider on a bridge. Still technically, we built a bridge and we work with striders, so still technically, that episode title still kind of works. But the thumbnail was not a strider on a bridge. Alright, as you can see, the crane is complete, and we got ourselves some resources from the mine already. Ancient debris. I know this is kind of expensive to just kind of put out on display, but it fits the theme. This is like the Netherite Mine. This is what we're mining for, right? Whole bunch of gold, some crying obsidian, soul sand, blackstone, enderman that I almost looked at again, nether quartz, and magma blocks, which is about all I could think that you would ever want to like mine, even though like you can get the magma blocks and the blackstone and soul sand. You technically can't get the crying obsidian from mining, but in the aesthetic and the story of this place, it would make sense. So I also went ahead and dug all the way down. As you can see, the mine is actually complete, and I can go down there and mine for netherite, which is the whole purpose of this place. And I added the railway, a whole whopping like maybe 20 blocks down, but you can essentially hop in the minecart, hit it, and head on down, even though you can walk down. And I decorated down here a little bit. I didn't do anything too fancy, just threw down some gold and some nether quartz and barrels, but you can actually see where I've done some mining already via TNT. And this is what I do, is I just blow out a tunnel, and that's it. I look for the ancient debris. It's the easiest and fastest way, since the ancient debris doesn't get blown up by TNT. All I do is I dig tunnels and I blow it up, unless if I run into lava, like I did here, apparently. I did run into lava in the stairwell here. You can see it's dripping right here. Right below here is nothing but like a lava pocket. I don't know if it's lava lake or ocean, or if it's just a little tiny pocket, but it's there, and I don't think I'm gonna decorate this tunnel. I don't see a use to it. It's just cool that it goes down, because it is actually something I'm gonna use to mine for netherite, because I still haven't fully upgraded all my tools. I have like a full shulker box filled with pickaxes, axes, shovels, and yeah, I don't have all those converted to netherite yet. So this entire section over here is pretty much done. We just got to get the railway there done. I was gathering some gold ore and nether quartz ore from the nether instead of going back into the overworld and getting it. I came across a bastion, and I was like, oh, I didn't explore it yet. And I mined it, and I got blackstone bricks. I forgot those were a thing. I would have used those literally everywhere instead of the polished bricks. I forgot blackstone bricks existed. Oh! See, I looked at them. This is what I get. I should have known blackstone bricks. That's the entirety of the freaking bastion is made out of blackstone bricks, but for some reason I just forgot that they even existed. So maybe it looks better because it helps differentiate, but if that's even a word, it probably would have went better with the blackstone than the polished versions, even though they looked polished. Because I can come down here, all we gotta do is, I gotta take at least 4 polished. Let's see, all we'd have to do is this. What looks, oh, that looks so much. Well, it's too late now. What's done is done. So, I'm gonna work on the station here and get this situated and started, and probably do the other one on the opposite side, I'd imagine. Probably not such a bad idea. And I'll be back with a progress update. And we're back. And we got our little Strider buddy here with our little nice tiny stable. And I say tiny stable because it really is a tiny stable. Luckily these guys are only 1 block wide and I can get through. But now we can get back and forth via Strider. And you can see behind me, it's nothing elaborate. It's a pretty lackluster building. I'm using the blackstone bricks now that I learned about them again. Because, yeah, it's not supposed to be as elaborate as over there. Like, that one's open. That was the concept I was going for. This one's just small, single stable, to the point. He doesn't even get to stay in lava, which is sad, but, you know, it's 9 blocks here. Like, I don't have much space for him, to be honest. So I continued the path. I had to move this tree a little bit. I didn't want to destroy it, so it's kind of, you know, just twisted. these are the warped forests, you know, it's warped, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. This tree is just in the middle of the path. Put another tree here, a whole bunch of the vines down, bone mealed the place. I have to put a couple torches down to light up the area. And you can see with the twisting vines going up and just it bone mealed, it looks super good. Overall, the entire mine section is done, as far as I know. All we gotta do is now the railway, and then this project is complete. I didn't do any bone mealing up here, because it would make sense for that to not have any grass or whatever these things are called. Warped roots, and I don't know what these things are called. I don't even know if you have to have shears for those, I guess. So now we just gotta go ahead and work on the railway. I also did the station, now I think of it too. More blackstone bricks, because, yeah. We have a gold block here. That's going to be where the rail comes in, and then that's where the button's going to be. You know, have to flex a little bit. You know, this isn't mine, of course, so... I have so much gold. What was that? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I can look at you through a block, and you won't get mad at me. So now we just got to continue this over there. I don't know where it's going to end. I know I said I was going to build the hub over there, but I don't know where it's going to end. So we're going to wait until I get over there to figure that out. But that means I got to go through more lava and put basalt down through lava. Woo, my favorite thing in the world. So I'm going to get to doing that, and I will be back once I have the railway complete and we're connected to the mainland. Alright, we are all done and dusted. The only one last thing, which I'll do at some time in between episodes or something, probably when I want to get Striders to the overworld, is to make a staircase up to that main section. I mean, I could go up and around and get up there, but if I make a staircase like right here, just so I can take Striders up or something, because then I can get a Strider literally from the lava lake all the way up into the hub, because that's a big massive staircase. This is the only point where I was like, screw it. Vertical elevator. Well, it'll work fine. Well, it did, but not anymore. Here we got our little station. I didn't have a door, so I used 2 trapdoors. Pigmen can spawn on here, but because mobs avoid minecart tracks now, I don't have to worry about it. I have a little barrel here in case I ever need to store anything, extra minecarts or something. Let's go for a ride, shall we? It's a very simplistic bridge. That's what I was going for, but it looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it feels pretty cool riding a minecart through the Nether in the open. Those guys could jump down and hurt me, but you know, we're not gonna worry about that. And it connects up perfectly good right over here. So let's fly. There we go. And take a look. Well, actually, we can land over here and take a look. Probably a lot smoother, a lot louder too. But you can see it's a very simplistic bridge design. Thankfully, I was able to reach the bottom of the bridge from the lava. Just barely, I tell you. Like, one more block up and it would not have worked. So thankfully I didn't have to build scaffolding or anything. 1 potion, I was good to go. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I say, it wasn't anything too complicated. Connects up over there, and now we have a whole Netherite mine situated over there. We got a whole Crimson Forest over here, and then we got the bridge and the piglin. What did I just say? Like I combined piglin and penguin together. We got the stables, so everything is pretty much done for... Oh, hi, how you doing? You need to die before you see me. Did you drop anything? Did you? You should have. Doesn't look like you did. Wow, that's steep. Like I said, the only thing I might do is add a staircase, and maybe eventually in my spare time I'll make some sort of giant fossil or something in the middle of the lava lake here. Maybe do a little bit more at the top of the hub, maybe. But as the current point in current time, I'm satisfied with the Nether, and I have the piglin bartering system. I got access to Striders, and I got a place to go mine for Netherite. I've got literally everything I need for right now. So yeah, pretty satisfied. I think it looks pretty cool. I liked building in the Nether too. It was extremely different, and trying to keep like the theme going along with the builds and whatnot. Because they're in a warped forest biome, they'd have access to the warped variations of blocks, and then blackstone because it's next to the basalt delta and it's, you know, the stone of the nether. So it makes sense. The red nether brick really didn't because you need nether wart, but I also thought about adding a a strider stable over there at the wither skeleton farm, because that's just kind of sitting over there. I do got to make a blaze farm eventually too, so we're not done with the nether, but we're pretty much, at least the general hub area, we're good. So that's gonna do it for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you want, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. I managed to get these past couple episodes done pretty quickly. I've been trying to grind them out because I want to get a whole bunch. I have a list of projects I want to get done before 1.17, and I got one more, and I have plenty of time. I got a couple of days yet until 1.17 comes out, so I believe I can get it done. It's nothing big, nothing fancy, and then I'll be satisfied with where I'm at in the world to start 1.17 with, because it's been announced June 8th. It's Tuesday. Today is currently Thursday. This should go up for Friday, so we have plenty of time. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm trying to see where this ghast is. Where's he at? Where's he at? I can't see him. Anyways, I'll catch you. Oh, he's right there. Ready? Haha, I got wrecked. And of course, you probably. Nope, they're right there. I need those. Alright. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Farewell.